this video, I'll be showing you how to sort out the door lock problem on many A3s when you unlock the door using the remote and all doors unlock apart from the driver's door. The only way to undo it is with the key. So yeah, I looked it up on VCDS, Badgecom, and found out that I actually needed a new door lock. First thing here, I can only open it using the key, so twist that and then it opens. Yeah, no good, but yeah, at least it opens. What I'm going to have to use an M8 piece, a spline bolt, on these two bolts here. So this one here is going to come out and this one here is going to come out, but obviously before I can do that, I've got to take off this door panel. When it comes to removing the door panel, there's one bolt underneath the cover there. There's one underneath just there. There's two, and then there's two along the bottom that need to come out as well. That's one around just here, and the other one is just over here. So that's T20 bolts, all four must come out fully before the door panel can be pulled off. So yeah, with all the T20 bolts, they're all visible apart from the one behind there. Just get a flathead screwdriver, prise it, and then you should be able to get access to it. So in terms of prising it out, I actually had to get a flathead screwdriver because my fingers were too thick to fit in any little gaps. So I got a little flathead screwdriver, pushed it out, prised it out, popped the bottom loose, and then just pull the whole panel off. Give it some willy, it'll come off. The panel off, you're left with a few clips that must come undone. First of all, there's a black cable, black wire rather, it's actually going into the door, that must come off. So you just squeeze the two little tabs together on there, so there's two tabs on there. If you squeeze them together, that one comes straight out. Yep, so what you want to do on this area here, you want to push down on the plastic grey part, push down on it and pull this part out, and then that comes up straight away. And lastly, you've got obviously the handle, interior handle bit, that bit here. All you want to do, let's give you some access to it, is lift this part up. So it's a bit fiddly here because I'm doing this with my hand. This part here, you pull this part up, so pop that up, and then you look there, and there's a little groove. That must come out obviously, or the door panel is going to still be stuck. So I'll show you that once it's off, but yeah, that part must come off to give you access and allow you to take the door panel off fully. The door panel will be off fully. That's the door panel, nothing connected. Remember, I took this one out of here with the window motor. I took this one here, I don't really know what that one is. Maybe it's for the interior sensors, and obviously the interior door handle clip come off. Once that's off, all you have to do is pop this off, and then you can actually get access to your door lock. So yeah, I'll pop this off. I think you can use a flathead screwdriver. They have got some grooves here, don't know if you can see them, these grooves here, to show you actually where you need to prise from. So yeah, pop that off, and then yeah, we can get access off. All you want to do, you want to squeeze this little grommet here and push it through, and then this should come straight out. You can unclip it, but you don't really need to because it's not too much in the way. The main thing is pop this out, and then that's it. That's been popped out. Now we can actually see the faulty door lock, and yeah, start removing this bad boy out because he's not off eBay. Got it for about 40 quid, I think it was. All I want to do, I want to actually, before I put it on, try and have a visual check to make sure it's compatible so I don't end up breaking anything. Once that's done, I'm going to give power to this new door lock and just turn it on and off, just to see whether it's actually going to lock. It does say A6 on there, but I think this part is actually compatible with the A3 because I've checked the part numbers and all that. So yeah, just have a quick visual check, and then I'm going to take the plug out from this one, that little plug there, plug it in the bottom here, on my new one, and hopefully it powers on and gives it a lock and a... So yeah, obviously my hands being a bit too big, I couldn't fit my hands in the gap to take the plug out. So what I did, took out the two M8 spline bolts, and that allowed the door lock just to drop a bit, and I could swivel it a bit more, manoeuvre a bit more to get access to the power plug. Also, you've got to notice that that's the door handle pole. It's got to come out of this little clip here. It's actually a clip. I found out it was a clip. The black bit actually swivels out towards the right, and you can swivel it out, and then you can just pull the pole straight out. With my spline bit, I managed to crack it loose. Remember, you're going to have to reuse these bolts here, so you don't want to thread them, but I managed to crack it loose, and I'm just going to use my wrench just for time purposes and light purposes as I'm running out of light, just to ratchet it off a bit quicker. So that comes out. This one as well. I'll take it out, and then I'm going to just let it drop, and then manage to hopefully get access to that power plug. Easy. So yeah, all I want to do here is actually that little yellow and black clip. All you need to do is just move that little yellow tab, and swing the black part out towards the right. That will allow the door handle pole, sorry, to actually come out. Obviously now I've got access to this plug here. This is the actual moment of truth. I'm going to plug the new one in, hopefully it locks and unlocks. Unlocking the key, I'm hearing a noise. I'm hearing a definite noise, and that was happening on the other one, so hopefully this is a good sign.
Here, that part actually stays on the car, and you have to prise the little black clip off so it can slide off this part. I've lost the black clip, so I'm going to have to take the speaker off, which is another Torx, these two Torx, and as you can see I managed to prise it off, and the bolt is going to actually be in there, so I'll just take that part off for this, the actual safety clip to hold the little pole in place, and hopefully I can just transfer this part onto them.
So there's three Torx bolts that have to come off, one there, one here, and there's one at the bottom that I actually didn't see, so that one there as well. Just got to get the little bugger back. I'm going to transfer this part over to the new part, and also I'm going to have to transfer the door handle wire from here onto the new part and fit it into the groove in here. So the wire, all I had to do was, in fact I had to pop this little part here, the white part out. I had to pop that out. Once I managed to pop that out, then I just twist it and rotate it, and I managed to slide the this little black bit that I'm centering on this little back bit, I managed to slide it and pull it out. So I'm going to do the same just to fit it in the new part. With the door handle part plugged in, that's just managed to go into that groove there. And on the top here, I managed to twist it round so that this part is facing practically the inside of the lock. To remove this yellow clip, it's a simple one, just twist and it comes straight out. Easy. So same again, twist it round. As you can see, the back part's got a groove on it, so it can only go on one way. Twist it round and it should sit in nicely. And remember to add the little black part. There's a little black clip, don't know where it's gone, but I'll find it. Make sure that that part goes on just to hold the new the door handle pole. Put this new lock onto the door. I'm going to attach the pole here and then clip this on top of the pole to kind of lock it in place. Simple. What I'm going to start off with, I'm actually going to go with actually putting the door lock onto the door using the screws, same screws to lock it in place. I won't have to show you that, but I'll put the same screws to lock it in place. The 2 screws that I had at the bottom, these 2, using my spline bit, I'll use these 2 bolts to just secure the door lock back onto the door.
Yeah, I've struggled to put the door lock back on. That little black tab there that I've centred on, the one near the circle, right in the middle of the screen now, that tab must go into this little groove here, right in the centre. So this little groove up top, I don't know if I can reach it, but yeah, that little groove must be attached. It must practically slide on. So that black part must slide onto that groove there. So give that a go, and after about 20 minutes...
You managed to put that nice, friendly little groove in place. Can't see it now because it's where it should be. Then you just want to screw the bolts back in on this side. One there, whiz them back in. And yeah, you want to put the pole out of them. So first of all, make sure that this yellow clip in here is nice and snug, so that way when it goes up and down it's not going to come out. And you want to put this pole into the groove, but obviously you don't want to put it in too low and too high, because otherwise the door handle is going to have to be pulled like dramatically in order to unlock the door. So yeah, just push that in, pop it in, should pop straight in. Yeah, there we go. And then you want to put this little black clip, wherever it is, here it is. You want to put this little black clip on top of it, just to hold it in place. It can only go on one way, and it's that way. So that goes in here. Let's see if I can do it with one end. Actually, I won't risk it, because if I drop it again, I have to take the speaker out. So yeah, make sure you put that part on properly, or you're going to end up dropping it down and you're going to have to fish it out, which you don't want to do. Everything's worked. I made sure that I put my clip on in there, that black clip that I showed earlier. I made sure it's on. All I've got to do now is put everything else. So I've got to put this black panel back on. I'll screw my speaker back on, obviously, because I want no rattling, and obviously the door panel won't be able to go on unless I put the speaker on. I'm going to put this door panel on and then plug everything else back in, and that's it. Enjoy.